Dear all, in this video we are going to discuss about Nifty Bank and its current market structure, and I'll also be sharing 3 stock ideas within Nifty Bank that can outperform in coming few weeks. So let's quickly get started. So the first step in this process is to mark out the key pivot points on a daily time frame chart. Main reason why these are important is that these are what the current market structure of Nifty Bank or any instrument that you may be tracking. Second step in this process is to identify the structure. You should always look for a structure that is forming higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs and higher lows. Third step in this process is to look for price to volume relationship. So when the price is moving up, you should be seeing volumes also moving up, and when the price is moving down, you should be seeing that volumes are coming down or contracting a bit. So what it essentially tells you that is that when the price was moving up, the stronger heads that had participated in that rally are still holding with the stock. So this is a very good indication. So you should always look for price to volume relationship. Fourth and fifth important point is to look for relative strength between Nifty and Bank Nifty. And so how do you time your entry is based on volatility, which is basically average to true range, which identifies when a stock can move. So let's quickly get started and look at Nifty Bank. Now mark out the relevant trend points, trend pivot points in this chart. Main reason why these are important is that this is what the market structure is all about. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. This is what you should be looking for when it comes to short-term trading or swing trading. So basically these are the important pivot points in a daily time frame chart. So this one, next is here, and next is here. So if you can clearly see, there is a structure in place. So market is moving up, coming down, moving up, then consolidating and coming down, and then started to moving up. So this is nothing but higher low. These are higher lows, you can clearly see, and this is higher high. So when this is higher low. So whenever you should always make sure stock or an index that you're trading is in a structure of higher highs and higher lows. So this success rate will drastically increase. Next step is to study the pattern, study the price action, look closely at the last 6 candles. So in this case, like for example, this is the area you should be concentrating upon, right? This is the area. So this basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the Friday close for you, Friday candle for you. You can clearly see, if you can look at last Friday, this is a long tail candle, clearly represents demand. So you can see this is a long tail candle, and opened here, came down, and then started moving up. So when you see this kind of candles with a long tail, it clearly represents demand in the stock or an instrument. On Monday, we gapped down lower, but had this engulfing candle, which again significantly represents demand in the market. So if you can see, we opened here on Friday, we closed, opened here, came down, and then moved up. And Friday, on Monday, we opened here and then moved up. This is a good wide range candle, so clearly represents there is a lot of demand in this structure, in this instrument. On next 3 days, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you can clearly see consolidation happening. So not much of a movement, clear signs of consolidation. And again, if you see on Friday, the price, we had a good move, good candle, good green candle, which is showing good strength again. And if you see this on all these 3 days, market took support exactly at the 50% level of the previous 2 candles. So you can see here this engulfing candle. So we had taken the support exactly at the 50% level. So now this market on Friday, again on Friday, gave a good close. So clearly showing very good very good demand in the market, demand in this instrument. So a lot of activities going on here. So probably this could be next move towards the upside. So when it comes to index trading, if you want to participate in Bank Nifty using ETF or through futures, what you should be looking for is this kind of candles. So once you've identified the structure is in a higher high and a higher low mode, and now also seeing good wide range candles like this candles, and now we have started to see this kind of wide range candles. So I will be, so this is my pivot point, so clearly defined. So now I have entered, I should be looking for an entry here. So you should only look for 30% entry here, because what we are going to expect is what we should be always looking for a pullback. So enter some positions here. If you have entered on Friday, it should not be 100%. Look for some kind of retracement or a pullback to this kind of level, okay, and go for rest of the 70% of your trading capital for this stock. And your stop loss should be this. You should be looking to exit the stock at if it goes beyond. So because as we said, the structure is here, chances are the market might move like this, but always it is market is market, so it can come down, so like this also. So what we are trying to protect is by entering only 30% trade here. I am looking, if this retest doesn't happen, pullback doesn't happen, I am looking to exit this trade at this level. This is my stop loss level. So I'll only lose 30% of my 30%. I'll only book 30% loss on a, let's say if I have 100 rupees, I'll just put 30 rupees here. So I'm looking to lose only 30 rupees here, in a simple word. So I'm risking less. On a pullback, definitely on a pullback, I'll be looking to enter my rest of the position, which is, and only again, the key reason again I'm saying is you should be, whenever your entry is, you should be looking for similar kind of candles to enter. So for example, tomorrow it happens like this, tomorrow it happened like this, and then you start seeing this kind of a green candle forming. So you should be looking for entry in this type of candle rather than going for entry in this kind of a candle. So these are pullbacks. So I'm looking to enter my rest of my positions when it comes to here. Otherwise, I'm happy with 30%. And again, if it moves up and I'll see if it gives some kind of a consolidation here, then I might re-enter or reduce a little more position size and then re-enter here. Hope it is clear. So now let's look at relative strength of Nifty Bank versus Nifty. You can clearly see this is in a very flat mode for quite some time now. Clearly in a very flat mode. So you can see the variation is not much, and it's clearly in a flattish mode right now. So you can expect some kind of an action in coming few days. So what it represents is basically what it tells is Nifty Bank has underperformed Nifty on a whole. So so there is some kind of action which is going to come in place now. So if you at the same time, if you go and look at let's say Nifty IT, let's quickly look at Nifty IT. That ways you will be even. So this is what I wanted to discuss. So now you can see that everybody knows that right now Nifty IT is performing well, all of IT stocks. So this is what is happening. See, this is what is happening, right? You can clearly see this, right? So it is moving up. So this is what is relative strength index is all about. So it is basically comparing the main instrument, which is Nifty, and how it is performing. So I'm not saying this is not the right index to work on right now, because you can clearly see this is what is happening right now. So very good kind of a formation here. So you can also look at Nifty IT for any kind of a good opportunity. Always look for higher highs and higher lows, and then go for a trade. So this is what I wanted to make you understand. So, but in case of Nifty Bank, we know that it is not the same case. Let's go back to Bank Nifty. Yeah. So you can clearly see this. So there is some kind of a outperformance that is going to come out anytime now. So it can go up, or I mean, obviously it can right now, as I said, it is underperforming. It could go up, or it can also come down. So next thing that I would like to see here is let me just is another indicator that I use for understanding the volatility. So that is called average true range. So what it suggests is basically what it tells is when you can expect a volatility in a stock or an instrument. Okay. So now if you see what's happening, if you can see here, so whenever so whenever the price has shown some kind of so for example in Feb, you can see Feb the ATR percentage was almost like 1.5. So 1.5. So just a minute. So just a minute. Yeah. So in Feb, you can clearly see middle of Feb. You can see sorry, middle of Jan. So you can clearly see the ATR range, ATR percentage was here. You can see it is almost 1.5. So whenever an ATR is around 1.5, 1.3 to 1.5 or 1.6, you can expect a volatility. So this is, so you can see what has happened after this. So this is what has happened. This is volatility for you. So now similarly, again, if you see here, now we are again approaching the same zone, 1.5 kind of a zone, right? You can clearly see this, right? So now also again, as I said, one key factor is Nifty Bank has underperformed Nifty for quite some time now, and there is some kind of a breakout that is going to happen. Either Nifty Bank may trend like this, or Nifty Bank may do like this. For sure, this is going to happen in next couple of trading session itself. So volatility you are going to see, because right now, as I said, we are at a zone. So clearly at a very ATR range is 1.5. So do keep a track. This is a very beautiful indicator. It is available in most of the trading platforms. ATR, it's called average to range. I use percentage to track the volatility. So here I have taken so here you can just a minute. Yeah, so this should be actually 15. So you can put 15, and now yeah. So if you can see, this is there is a clear-cut indication right now that Bank Nifty is for a good volatile session in coming few days, and volatility is where huge money is made. So keep a watch on this ATR. I'm sure you will be able to learn a lot once you start practicing it. So let's now I'll share a few stock ideas from Nifty Bank. So let's quickly get started there. So Axis Bank is the first stock on my list. So first step is to mark out the key, mark out the structure on a daily time frame, and look for higher highs and higher lows for trading opportunities. So in this structure, you can clearly see. Just a minute. Yeah, you can clearly see here. So what is essentially is doing is it's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, consolidating, higher lows, and then starting to move up. So this is higher low, this is higher high, this is higher low, this is higher low, and then again it might. So what you should be looking for is looking for a stock which is in this kind of a setup structure, basically higher highs and higher lows. Second thing that you should be looking for is the price to volume relationship between the price and the volume. So here you can see whenever let me just you can clearly see whenever the price is moving up, you can clearly see the amount of volume, okay, has picked up huge. So you can clearly see the volumes are in tune of more than 11 million, and similar to that. So now what's happening? So whenever the price is again moving up, the volumes you can clearly see is picking up. Now when the stock is in a consolidation mode till here, right? Just a bit of this. Now when the stock was in a consolidation mode around this point, you can clearly see the volumes have almost gone down, right? So this is a clear good indication that when the price is moving up, volume is also moving up, and when the price is consolidating or in a range or it's coming down, it clearly shows some kind of a contraction in the volumes also. So that's a good sign. Always look for entries around wide range candles. These are the candles that you should be looking to enter. These are the candles that you should be looking to enter once you've identified the trade. So now, as I said, this is my key pivot point. I will be exiting this stock if it goes below 720. I will be entering my 30% position around 760 levels. Okay, and I am looking for a pullback for, let's say, 740 to 45 kind of a level. So 50% of this, let's say round about this 745. So I will be looking to add my rest of my positions around about 70% here at this levels, 745 to 40, and my stop loss remains the same, and I will only enter the stock on a pullback. And also you should be looking to enter on a developing wide range candle. As I said, it's very, thumb rule is very clear. You will enter a stock when the structure is very clear, which is higher highs and higher lows, this kind of a structure, and you will be entering a stock only when you see some good wide range candle. Also, the third important point is price to volume relationship. So you should be looking for good volumes. So whenever the stock was in a consolidation mode or the volumes, you can clearly see had contracted a bit, right? So this is how you should be looking to make a trading plan. So first stock idea here is Axis Bank. I'll be looking to enter the stock at 745 and my stop loss is 720. Next stock on my list is ICICI Bank. You can clearly see a similar structure. Now you would be able to identify the structure. So clearly you can see a higher low here, moved up, came down, moved up, came down, and then started to move up, right? So this is again a very similar structure. So always pay attention to higher highs, higher lows. That's all. And you should be looking for a trade opportunity whenever you get an opportunity. And also look at the volume. So whenever the price was moving up, you can clearly see good volumes, right? Good volumes, good volumes. And when the price was coming down, the volumes almost was drying up. So what essentially it tells you is that on the way down, traders have not sold much of this stock yet. So it's a kind of a good opportunity only to enter. So in this case, again, I'm looking, as I said, this is our pivot point 615, okay, 615. So this is my stop loss for the stock. I will be looking to enter this stock around this levels, 30% again, and I will be adding if we get a pullback around like this, so around 640 zones, I'll be adding my remaining 70%. Hope this is clear. So always look for a structure which is in a higher high and a higher low mode and look for an entry. Next stock in my list is State Bank of India. I think everybody knows it has performed so well of late. Yeah. So by now you should be able to identify yourself and be able to clearly suggest the trade. So again, since April, so if you can see, since April, there has been only one move. That's it. Since April, right? Again, the structure is the same. So that's why I always say pay important to the structure. Again, it's going up, and again, it's consolidating here, and now it started to show some kind of again an up move. As I told you, three things that you should always be looking for to. So this is, let me clear it for you. Yeah. So I will be looking to exit the stock around this levels. Yeah. I will exit the stock. I will be adding here, and if I get an opportunity here, I will again add. So here I am looking to enter 30% of my positions. Here I will be adding 70% of my positions. And I will be exiting the stock if it comes around, goes, let's say, below 400. Hope this is clear. So what you have seen here is a very good thing to notice here is that from April the stock was around about how much? In April the stock was around about this level, let's say 300 odd levels. So if you see, there is only a one side move which is going on and on and on. And good thing to notice is whenever there is a consolidation activity going on like this or like this, or when the stocks are falling, volumes are not increasing. So volumes are also going down. So what it actually means is that this tells you that all the stronger hands that had participated are still holding the stock. So there is no major reasons to exit this stock. This is what it is telling. This is the story. This is how you should build your trading plan. So I hope this is very clear. Two things that you should always look for trading. Okay, here I told you my trading ideas for Axis Bank, ICICI Bank and SBI Bank. So two things that you should always be looking for is, one is candles. Okay, this is after you've identified the structure. Second is price volume. Okay, so candle, as we discussed, you should always be looking for this kind of candles, wide range candles. This is called wide range candles. This is wide range candles. So this is why this is again a wide range candle. You should always be looking to see if this kind of things are forming. And because wide range, if you see, this is wide range candle, so all up move should be coming after a wide range candle. This is key thing. Okay, very important thing. Hope this is clear. Next is price to volume. So is the stock or instrument following the price to volume relationship that we discussed a little while. So when the price is moving up, volume should be also moving up, and when the price is going down, it should not be increasing. The volume should not be increasing. So when you see this kind of a situation, it clearly tells you that sellers are on that. Sellers are coming back. Sellers are coming back. So that is the price to volume relationship. So always look for good candles. First, identify the structure. Second, look for good candles. Good candles is wide range candle. Third is understand the price to volume. Is it performing as per your price to volume relationship? That is, when the price is moving up, volume should also move up. When the price is coming down, the volume should contract or kind of come down a bit, and then it should go back to the momentum. So this is very key. Hope everybody understood the concept on how to trade. So there are three simple steps. Identify the pivots, identify the structure, look at the price to volume relationship, and understand the relative strength and the volatility of the stock or an instrument that you are trading. Hope everybody understood and enjoyed the video. Do let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.